Hello, chosen, and welcome back to our channel. Okay, today's video I want to talk about American exceptionalism and American greatness. Right, we're supposed to be making America great again. That is the slogan of America right now, is to make America great again. Make America great again, right? And I think that's a great slogan. Okay, because these American corporations are looking real shoddy out here. Okay, I would like to know you guys' experience. What are you experiencing out there? Okay, first I want to talk about the hospitality sector of America. Okay, I be traveling these United States and staying at different hotels, extended stays, and I mean, from the top down to the bottom, it's like they're all lacking. Okay, I mean, it's gotten so bad, like I don't even really want to go in any of them at all, you know, because yeah, I'm big on cleanliness, you know. Like I could be a little bit in my filth, like if my car's a little dirty for a little while, or my my home is a little messy or whatever, I don't go too long without it. But if I need to go a week without doing a little cleaning or something like that, I'm okay. It's my mess. But to know that like it's a place where people frequent and that it's not kept up on a daily basis, that's bothersome. That's troublesome. Okay. So, okay. Say like, okay, there's a lot of these now new extended stay places that are accommodating these immigrants that's coming to our country, that are being hired by these corporations to work. So they pretty much need somewhere to house them. So the corporation will pay these extended stay places to house them. So they're just throwing up these buildings, right? The buildings look nice, new. They got the new furnishings in them and stuff like that. And the new technology, but you go in there, the technology ain't functioning. I done been to one that they just put up like maybe like 4 months ago. 2 times the elevator was down. The door handle to open the laundry room at the hotel, you was unable to open it. He's like, yeah, you gotta, you know, shake it and then it opens, right? What else? Then like checking into these places is like horrific. Then the heat not operate. I mean, I could tell you so many things. And these places are just built like 4 months ago. They're brand new. They look nice. And not only is the technology not functioning properly, but also these companies or these people that's building these places, they're not keeping up with them. They have policies at these extended stay where the maids will come maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. I know some places do every 2 weeks and some do once a week. Okay, you go in these places, they haven't even cleaned before you came. At best, they might have given you new sheets and a new pillow, but you will go in there and they ain't even gave you new sheets or new new cover. They'll just if somebody ain't, you know, I guess stained the bed or anything like that, they'll just throw the covers back, make the bed up, and maybe, I don't know, run some water in the shower, but you'll go look in the shower, there's still hair on the shower, the walls haven't been cleaned. They just do like the very bare minimum to make it look clean. Just because everything's nice and new, they ain't cleaning these places. I guess they think they could get away. If you don't see stains, then you could just get away with stuff. You know what I mean? You go look in the dishwasher, dishes in there that's been used that ain't been cleaned. Like they're literally like just not taking care of these places, you know? And one thing that I do notice with a lot of these extended stay places, it's like in like a couple of years, they be so ran down. You know, they be roach infested and just bad, and you know, people don't want to stay there. So it's like, what's up with this? Like in the hospitality business, like no one wants to clean, even at like places like Hilton now. You know, you can go to one of the upscale Hiltons and they're not even doing room service. They're not coming by to make up your beds. They'll tell you that they came by, they lie, they haven't came. They're doing a bare minimum cleaning as well. Breakfast is bad, like everything. Okay, what are y'all experiencing out there? Okay, and then okay, let's talk about these stores that are out here. I'm on the road and I go into these stores. Well, okay, we're gonna talk about these restaurants, and then we're gonna talk about like these truck stops and gas stations. You know what I mean? These owners and companies, they think they can get away with, because their facilities are new, like for some reason they think they don't have to clean because it has the facade of being clean and pristine and new, but it's really filthy and disgusting. What the hell is going on out here? Okay, that is not okay. Who told you that was okay? Okay, I mean, how much does it cost for you? They listen to a lot of these places. Shoot, all over America. I was gonna say mostly. I definitely noticed in California, but all over America, they're hiring these immigrants to do the work. Okay, and I mean, if you're already paying them pennies, I mean, what's the problem with having them, work like, once every 30 minutes? You got to go in those bathrooms, check those bathrooms. When you go to these truck stops or these gas stations, go wipe down the counters. You got to have someone that just strictly works the floor, not someone that's working all the positions in the store, because then you're left with a nasty looking store, and like, that's not okay. It don't take much to hire just a cleaning person for whatever establishment you have. Okay, now these restaurants, okay, are disgusting. Now if a place's bathroom is nasty, I'm not eating from it. Okay, now a restroom is in like a fast food per se, is constantly frequented. Okay, so if I go in there and maybe there's some tissues on the floor, it's not like I'm OCD or anything. I might expect to see a little tissue, or maybe some tissue not flushed, you know what I mean, or maybe a little soap on the counter, but nothing that's filthy and disgusting, because like I said, there needs to be a person that just cleans these restaurants every 30 minutes. Cleanliness is important. Okay, because what are you doing and how are you taking care of my food? You know what I mean? And forget about it. I see what these people do in this restaurant. I see somebody wipe their nose and go and touch your food. I see people touching something raw and then going and touching something that is that's edible. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's bad out here. Training is bad. And I understand, like, in a fast food place, you're moving at a fast pace, but I don't think it's worth it. Americans' health is not worth it. You know how many people probably get sick every year just from foodborne allergies and foodborne illnesses because people are not properly handling food, like, or properly, caring for themselves while they're working, like just rubbing your nose and then going to handle food. No, you need to take off your gloves and do that. And then another thing, I see them cleaning the place up, and then they think they about to come and serve me my food just because maybe they'll change a pair of gloves, right? No, I need you to wash your hands with soap and water. You were just dealing with chemicals, okay? Wash your hands, and then you can serve me. So, like, in these restaurants, and it's awful, okay? From cleanliness down to the way the workers are behaving and handling food. Okay, so let's talk about something else. Let me see what else I want to discuss. I want to talk about the greed in America, okay, and just product. Okay, I'm not really one who is into consumption. You know what I mean? However, this correlates with the theme of what I'm talking about here today. I know that in the past, I've bought some products, and you get them, and they just, they're rinky dinky. Everybody and their mother has a business down. Everybody and their mother has a product, and everybody's selling something just because they can. But the quality isn't there. You know what I mean? What's up, America? That ain't what we known for. How we gonna be the greatest? But yet we are skipping on quality. Okay. Another example, certain foods that we may like. For instance, there was this particular brand of popcorn that I liked. When they have skipped on an ingredient. You know what I mean? They just completely, by taking out one ingredient, maybe it costs too much to get it sent or harvest or something. They think you stupid, and they take an ingredient out, and then it don't taste the same. You know what I mean? But they still selling this product as if it was the original product that they sold, So we have a lot of that going on. Companies skimming out on ingredients, perhaps to, make a profit. So we have that going on in America. Oh, greed. Okay. Then what I see is, let me see. Then what I see is, okay, say you want to go to the mechanic shop and get your car fixed, right? These mechanics are underskilled. Even at places like a Take 5 or oil change place, I'm happy to see that our world in America is being non-judgmental, and they're making sure that everybody gets a job and everybody works. I truly do appreciate that I can go in places now and I see us there. That means something to me. Not only see us, but to see minorities working in places. You know what I mean? Because look, to any of my white viewers, whoever might come across this page, if y'all on this page and y'all know y'all good white folks, okay? But when I go to a place and I see all white people working there, I'm not eating there and I'm not shopping there. I can't. If it's a store, maybe that might be a little different. But like a food store where it's something that I'm going to consume, I just have that suspicion. I'm like, I can't do it. You know what I mean? So I say that to say I'm happy to see that the workplace is very diverse. That's a policy. Diversity is a policy for big corporations. And I'm thankful for that, because I love to see that. Okay. And I love to know that everyone has an opportunity to take care of their families and themselves. Okay. However, it's like they putting people in there and they ain't giving them the training, especially when it comes to customer service. Customer service out here is rough. You know, you walk in the store, they won't even say hello to you. You know, people walk around frumpy and sad looking, and you know, when I come into an establishment, say hello. It's nothing to say hello. You need just a personal greeter. You know what I mean? Hire someone to be a personal greeter in every store. Believe me, business owners, that will do a lot for your company, okay? Or at least have your staff, you know what I mean? Let them know the importance of just saying a simple hello. A welcoming environment is great for business, you know? And I understand that in these corporations, you really don't know who and what you hiring too much, because, you know, you just feel like you need a person. You just need a person to fill the gig. But that is just not true. You know, atmosphere is everything, okay? That's where American exceptionalism is, in quality and in customer service. That's what we stand out at, okay? Now, let's talk about it. Now I'm going to talk about Planet Fitness, these gyms, okay? You go to these gyms, they filthy, okay? Like, they're understaffed and they're just filthy. And that's unacceptable, because I'm paying, like other customers, to keep this facility running. So where's our money going to? Cleanliness is a must. Hire someone just for cleaning. Very important, okay? Let's see. So we're seeing the uncleanliness at the gyms, the unfriendliness. Some people, they won't even look at you when you come in. You know, it's just crazy. It's weird. Let me think, what else did I want to talk about? Okay. Now, these mechanics out here, okay? Like I said, I'm happy to see everybody getting a job. But you know how many times, you know, I think my car, my check engine light came on one time. I went to go to a Take 5. And like me, I'm watching you. You understand? And I know when you don't know what you're doing. You know, I know when you don't know what you're doing. Or you knew and something just off and you unsure about something. Now, if you're unsure with something, don't be playing with nothing under my car. My car, you know, is my baby. I take that very seriously, as you guys, I'm sure, do too, you know? So if you don't understand something, don't be over there playing with my motherfucking car. Go call somebody who, you know, tell them you need help and y'all get it right. So I remember one time I went, and I think they offered the service. I went for an oil change, but they then offered the service too, I think, for like the cabin air filter. And first, they looked in my glove box. They thought it would be under there, but they couldn't find it. So then they realized it would be under the hood. And I think they took it out. And then they realized they didn't have the part, so then they just supposedly put it back in. I said, it's okay, you know, get it done another time. But they didn't put it back in correctly, which messed with my flow, my airflow with my engine. So I remember leaving there instantly, and my car wouldn't accelerate, the pedal going all the way down to the ground. And then I finally got somebody on the phone where I was finally able to come back, and somebody's like, oh, I think I know what happened, and they finally fixed it. But my car, my check engine light been on ever since then. You understand? So you taking your car, your baby, something that a huge investment that you made, to a place where there are people who are undertrained. They're just bodies there. Corporations are not taking the time out to properly train people to make sure that they are at technician level, okay? This is disheartening, because what's going to happen in America is, if we have this mentality where we're not willing to train people, you know, and we're not willing to be exceptional, and we're not teaching people that that's the mindset and the attitude that's needed to succeed, and that's going to keep our country running together as a whole, right? America is prophesied to fall. This is what's happening right now. I'm watching it. Okay, the prophecy of her fall is happening, and it's happening through the corporations and the employees that they hire. Okay, so if you mess up somebody's car now, that person has a huge repair. Most people live paycheck to paycheck. So now you're going to have a lot of people who may not be able to foot that bill now because their car is ruined. Now they losing their house, possibly losing their, losing their job and losing their income because somebody was undertrained and was messing with something they shouldn't have no business doing, just doing a sloppy job. I go to places and they giving you an oil change, but they flinging oil. I go and look at my car. My car got they handprints on it with oil. You mean to tell me you couldn't wipe my car back down? Under my hood it splashes? No, that's unacceptable. We need to be cleanly. We need to be neat. We need to, be respectful. We need to understand how to do business, all of that, So that's what I'm seeing out here. Now, let's talk about these greedy, doctors. I'm adding this in. I don't know how it's been because I ain't been to one in years, but I seen how they operate, So for anybody out there who's go to doctor visits and is inside of the healthcare system, what I want you to know is don't let these people be running you around and wasting your time because they're a big business too, What I've seen them do is they'll have you referring to this place and to that place, and it's only because it's a money grab. Especially if you got insurance or whatever. If you got that Medicaid, that government insurance, that's free money for them. They will be sending you everywhere, and telling you fake stuff about your results, or they would suggest this to you and suggest that to you just to keep you in the loop of constantly going to their friends while they getting paid, their friends getting paid. They'll offer you services, say we need to do this, we need that, because they know they got a free line of credit that they could just swipe by you coming. So they're essentially wasting your time, and they're doing unnecessary procedures. So I want you to be aware of that. And also, not only that, they also have deals with pharmaceutical companies. So they'll suggest a drug to you. So even though you got Medicaid is going to pay most of it, and then you have to pay your out-of-pocket fee. But it's a whole money grab. They come into a covenant with these companies, and they suggest it. They say, oh, this is what you need to take. Meanwhile, like I said, all of this stuff is ain't none of it tried and tested and proved to do anything. These are just all experimental drugs that they're giving you and telling you need to take. So one, they get to experiment their drug, on you, causing harm to your temple, your body. And then two, so you're a guinea pig, and they're stealing your time and your light. That got to stop. So that's not American exceptionalism. American exceptionalism, or America will be great again, when America takes greed out of the equation. Because there is greed, and because greed is allowed to run rampant, without being checked, America will never be great again, So, business owners, know that there is no cutting no corners, because when you hurt your customer or hurt a potential client, you're essentially hurting yourself. We are an economy. We are all in it. It's a cycle of life, a cycle of finances. And when you start cutting, it's cutting up everywhere else. There is no shortcuts. You just got to do things the correct way. Also, I want to put this in the video. For all of my priestess out there, we are calling swift judgment on those American corporations and businesses that are stealing from the American people, We shouldn't have to fear going to a mechanic, fearing that they're going to tell us that this is what's wrong with our car, and meanwhile, they're not even doing the work. How do you know they did the work? I want everyone today that's watching this video to do this. Women especially, single women, single mothers, But this is for everyone. You need to make sure that you see what is being done to your car. Now, if you can't see what's being done to your car, you tell them you want every piece, that was taken out. You want that piece back. That's your car. You get every piece back, because some stuff they'll take out of your car too now and sell it, especially them catalytic converters. They cost a lot of money. Some places will tell you need a new catalytic converter, but they're going to steal your brand new good one and give you some rinky-dink one. Okay? It's full of precious metals, big money. That's why, like, in places like LA, people cars are constantly getting broken into, and people are taking those catalytic converters because they worth a whole bunch of money, a couple thousand if you steal one, So you have to know that these mechanics, just because these people in America have suits on, you cannot trust them. These are all snakes, and they are snakes because greed has been allowed to enter the equation. If there's no one to check you and to check what you're doing, of course you're going to try to get over on people. You know what I mean? For an unrighteous person. The babes need some form of some form of system that has a check and balance, but there is none set in place. But to the priestess, we are the checks and balances. Okay? So we want to set out decrees on the land for any corporation, any business that is stealing from the American people, that they have swift judgment. And judgment according to their particular level of greed. Okay? We calling for businesses to be shut down. We calling for the let's see. We're calling for, let me think. I'm trying to think, make sure I get everything I want to say out. We're calling for justice. And justice in the way that we see fit for these crooks out here that think it's okay to steal from people because they have a license to steal. They're thieves. And I don't want y'all to ever get it fucked up. Anybody that got a suit on and there's no checks and balances and they have uniforms on, you need to know that they are thieves. Okay? Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You need to be over their shoulder about anything they're suggesting to you and any work done that they're supposed to be doing. Okay? But again, to the priestess, we are calling judgment in the highest form amongst the heads of the wicked, because those are wicked people, that they would steal from a mother and child, that they would steal from a woman, that they would steal from their fellow American. Okay? We are calling the highest form of judgment upon the heads of the wicked. They must lay down. We are in a season where it's time out for the bullshit. You know what I mean? And I was trying to figure out the words that I wanted to use as far as judgment, because I know at this particular time, anything that we command will happen. And I be wanting to be fair, and Spirit told me it's no more time for fairness. These people don't play fair. They don't understand nothing but righteous judgment. So we are calling for their utter destruction. Their utter destruction. They got to go. It is time. We don't got time for people to be reforming at this day and age. They done enough fucked up shit on the earth. It's time for them to get out the way. And it's time to allow the new order to come into play. So utter destruction for the wicked. Utter destruction for the thieves. Utter destruction for the wicked. Okay? Call judgment every day, every night. We calling judgment for all the wicked powers that have been ruling and running this world. Their time is up. Okay? So that is a quick message that I freestyled. But you get the gist of what I'm talking about with America crumbling at the seams. You see it everywhere. You know what I mean? The one place, though, that I haven't seen it, that I must say, traveling through these United States, is that highway system is intact. Okay? Those roads, for the most part, they're intact. Those bridges, at least they appear. We did see a couple of bridges go down. And in fact, I seen a video online a couple days ago with somebody that was driving a truck, I think, over some bridge. I want to say it was maybe in Virginia or Maryland. And the car just somehow had some sporadic movements, and it ran through a barrier on the bridge and broke through the barrier and went down into the ocean. Okay. And you would think that the barrier would be so strong that the person, no matter how fast they were driving, it couldn't break through the barrier. But in fact, it broke through the barrier and broke a chunk of the bridge and went down into the ocean. So our infrastructure may look good, but it may actually truly be crumbling at the seams. But it appears at least that that's something that they're upkeeping in certain parts of the world. I see a lot of constant road work and a lot of building. Okay, but a lot of these buildings again that they're building them very cheaply, and they're just throwing them up, so that ain't gonna do it either. America is about greatness. We need great material, we need great people, all of that when building. And that's just not happening these days at all. These buildings are like you see these houses, they be nice looking, these nice new houses, but when you go inside of them, you'll be freezing inside because they don't have the proper insulation. A storm coming, that shit collapsing. You know what I mean? Because they ain't built like them, them old brick houses was built strong. They ain't building them with that material no more. They just throwing us some quick stuff, trying to make quick returns. It's all about the money these days. They don't care nothing about the people that got to go stay in that house that they're buying. It looks nice, it's good, it was cheap for me, and I'm going to sell it to you quadruple the price that I paid for the materials, It's all about profit. That's not America. That's not the world to come, okay? It is about greatness in every aspect and every detail of our lives, okay? So, for now, utter destruction to the wicked and those who only seek profit. Utter wickedness. Utter destruction. Yes. All right. That's that message for today. Hope y'all received it. Hope y'all was blessed. Hope y'all was edified by it. And until next time, peace.